Alright guys, welcome back to another Golf and Grass course vlog. Today it's a little bit different and we have a brand new sponsor on the channel, guys, Bushnell Golf. They're going to be giving me all the yardages throughout the day here, and look at this, we're playing in the winter. We're playing a little thing called Shoot the Temperature, which the temperature reads 26 degrees right here as it starts, but we're going to go off the ending temperature and we're going to try and shoot 29. So that's 7 under for the back 9 here. We're going to pay some respect to the course here and just kind of stay off the tee boxes, stay off the greens as it is winter time. Although we got a bunch of rain a day or two before this was shot right here, and it just kind of melted everything. There was no frost in the course. We're just going to pay some respect to the course and just make sure that that we don't do anything to harm it too bad. So anyways, we got a 6-iron, 215 yards down the hill here, and just kind of buttered this one up and over to the left-hand side. The ball was below my feet, so I knew that I was going to kind of play it down the left-hand side, so there was no real trouble here. Short little pitch shot, 65 yards to the pin. Funny fact is there's no pins in. I thought there was a couple temporary pins out here, but they're not to the 16th, 17th, and 18th hole. So we're just going to be playing to little stakes along the greens and drainage ditches. Bladed this one a little bit too hard. Luckily, it didn't go over the green. We're just going to play to these stakes. Okay, so anything inside a club length is considered the hole. Okay, so if that's inside a club length right there, that counts as a birdie. I didn't know what I was going to do for pins and stuff like that, but since there's no 10 pins, we're just gonna kind of go with it. And the fact that I have to shoot 7 under in 26 degrees is that's all I'm gonna give myself. So we're 1 under through the day so far, 390 yards. We have a 3-iron. Didn't hit driver because I didn't know how I was gonna react to my club. I didn't know if it was gonna crack it. So we just kind of played this safe. Pulled this one down the right-hand side. The back foot just kind of slipped out. No real trouble here in the second shot. 135 yards. We got to go up and over these trees. The green is just on the other side of these trees. Just a simple 9-iron. Choked down it. Back foot slipped out again. We're going to run into that a lot today, but this ball just kind of fluttered right up there and sat right down. So as you guys can see here, we're playing to the drainage ditch on this hole, so anything within a club length is considered the hole. We have a short little pitch shot here, about 8 yards, 9-iron in hand. Just gonna chop it up there, and if it's within a club length, it's good for me, boys. So we're 2 under. We're on track. We're looking good. My hands were absolutely freezing through this time. It was a tough go. I had hand warmers, but it still didn't do much because we were walking and hitting so much. So moving on to the 12th hole, 384 yards. That's from the blue tees. I think it's going to be about 20 yards shorter than that. I have a 3-iron in hand. This is a dogleg right going down the hill. Just want to play this one out to the left-hand side that we give ourselves a shot at the green. And that's exactly what happened here. We just kind of played it down to left-hand fairway so we can give ourselves an angle for the next shot. All right, 131 yards, 9-iron. I don't know why I chose the 9-iron here. It was way too much club. Luckily, when I was over the ball, I just kind of decided, you don't really need to hit it that hard. So we're just gonna kind of chop at it, hit it nice and light. A nice little high cut right up there. You can see that. You can see my swing path just cut right across that ball here, and it's just gonna stay right down on the bottom. Again, I was trying to find a drainage hole. We found one about, I don't know, about 8 yards ahead of my ball here, and we're just gonna kind of chip it out here. Nice little short. We had a little bit of snow on this one. I think the easier that I swung with a lot of these, the harder it was. That's not within a club length, so we're gonna have to go ahead and hit that one up here again and knock it in for par. Well, hopefully we'll knock it in for par here. Okay, we knocked it in for par, and let's move on to the next hole. All right, 154 yards. We have an 8-iron here. The ball wasn't flying as far as I wanted it to be, so I'm just gonna take a little bit off this 8-iron. I'm aiming way right of the hole here, kind of right where that tree is, and I just want to hit a really high, soft cut. You can kind of follow that ball. The Skytracker tried to hold on to it as best as it could. This one came out a little bit lower than I wanted to, but all in all, a pretty decent shot. Just kind of one hopped and just rolled over here. There was no real drainage hole. I think there was a sprinkler head that I just cleared off here, so it's just a short little pitch shot to that sprinkler head. Okay, we're about 8-10 inches away from it, so we're going to count that for good, boys. We're moving on to the next hole. 3 under through 4. That's what we like to see. 367 yards. Again, we're playing. This is at the women's tee right now, just because there was no room on the blue tees. So shorter hole here, just kind of hit way behind this 3-iron down to the right-hand side. I blocked myself out for the green here. A nice little shot here. The temperature, I mean, granted it was 26 degrees, but there was no wind and the sun was out, so it felt a little bit warmer than that. So again, 136 yards here, pitching wedge in hand. I have to draw this one around to the pin on the bottom of the green and just kind of kept this one straight out there. Clipped the tree on the way down, which thankfully saved it and knocked it down into the kind of the fairway area. So again, we went up there to find a sprinkler head yardage green, no 10 pin in, short little pitch shot. This looked good the whole way, but I think I was a little bit shorter than what I wanted to. So we're going to count that one. We're going to walk up here and see where we're at. We're within a club length. We're going to count it as good. Let's move on. All right, we got a par 5 up the hill. I probably should have put my feet on the cart path here just to give myself a little bit more traction. I'm not sure what I was thinking there, but anyways, 3 iron. All we had to do was just kind of sting something up there. We had a spectator. The guy behind me here was asking what we were doing, so I had to explain that we were shooting the temperature for him, and he loved the concept and wanted to watch the next couple shots. So we had someone walking with us for a little bit here. A pretty good 3 iron, just short. All right, 210 yards to the pin, 6 iron. I probably should have chose maybe a 4 iron. This one just didn't get there, so I had to try and sting it down low, and this one came off a little bit lower than I wanted to, but just cut up to the left-hand side here. No worries, a little 60-yard pitch shot should do. Again, there's no temp pin on this one, so we just try to play to a drainage ditch. I could see a little bit of an indent up there, so just kind of try to play to that, but man, did this one hook over to the right-hand side. I think I found an indent in the ground. I don't know if it was a drainage ditch or anything, but a short little pitch shot here, nice and straight. And 1, 2, couple hops, and it just rolled right in it. So we'll take that as we get it, and we're just going to kind of walk over to the next hole with a big smile on our face. All right, that moves us to 4 under, boys. We're on hole number 16. We have a 3 iron in hand. It's a pretty straight hole here. Now you can see the snow start to melt here as it's getting a little bit warmer out. The sun's kind of beating down. My hands weren't as cold at this point, but man, this one just kind of, I don't know what happened here, if I hit behind it or the ball just didn't go anywhere. It must have been just a bit of a mishit, but it went down the right-hand side here. Luckily, I had a good lie all day long. 177 yards of the pin, 6 iron in hand. I probably could have tried to just rip a 7 iron down there, but I figured might as well take it nice and easy with a 6 iron in here. Got this one a little bit low on the face, just sliced on its way by. As you can see, a temp pin we finally have here, boys. Short little pitch shot. I think we just took out the 46 degrees. See if we can kind of get some air on it and chop through it here, and let's see what we can do. Again, a little bit of a pull. I'm not really sure what happened there. Let's see if we can knock this one in here. That's a tough little chip shot here. We're getting pretty frustrated at this point with 2 bad chips. A quick little one, and that technically falls within a club length, so we're going to call that one good and move on. All right, hole number 17, uphill par 3. Not too much, not really an uphill par 3 at this point. The temp pin is way ahead of the green, 152 yards it reads, but this is probably playing more like 130, maybe 136. Just a high 9 iron. I didn't want to get much on this one. Okay, we tried to take the putter out here, guys. I don't know if this was the play thinking back on it. I thought I was just going to kind of slide on. You can see the glisten in the snow, so I thought this was going to be a little bit harder. And 1 putt, 2 putt, 3 putt. We're going to take the bogey and move on out of there. All right, we're 1 under coming through the 18th hole. It's not looking good for shooting the temperature. I'd have to hold this shot here, and just from 494 out, I don't think it's going to happen. 3 iron in hand, probably the best strike ball of the day. Okay, we have 225 yards to the pin. You can hear that heavy humming in the background. We had a helicopter flying around, but man, this thing must have been lower than 500 feet in the air. It was brutally loud. Again, back foot just slipped out. Tried to get a lot on this club here and just kind of hung this one out to the right-hand side. Yeah, listen to that chopper, boys. Okay, 18th hole here. You can see the 10 pin just the right of that tower where that car went by here. And just a nice short pitch shot. When I hit this one, I thought we were going to be sitting pretty right at it, but man, this thing didn't go anywhere. Let's see if we can end this one with a birdie, boys, huh? Just shot by. I thought it was just going to kind of sit right down, hit the snow, you know, take a little something off it. But we'll take a short little pitch and we'll walk away. Guys, I had a lot of fun doing this challenge. Granted, it was very difficult. Yeah, there's a little picture with the flag here at Berkshire Hills Country Club. I'm going to be doing this again, maybe when it's a little bit warmer. My hands were freezing for the majority of the time, but let me know what you guys think. We ended on 29 degrees, and we shot a 35, so not the best, but we'll take it.